Happy DocMas! Ho ho ho! Ooh.
Halloween!
Ooh, happy DocMas! Welcome to the Dr. DC podcast. My name is producer Richard, and next to me is the doctor himself.
Hello.
And this year, like every year before, we will be releasing an episode for every day leading up to Christmas. 12 days.
Yeah, provided we don't die in the...
12 drinks.
Yeah.
1 day of recording.
That's right.
We've got a review.
Okay.
Before we introduce our guest, we got a 5-star review on Twitter from our favorite spacey, sexy texter.
Ooh, Cosmic DM.
That's right. Slide in them DMs. Dr. DC is my favorite murder mystery podcast as co-hosts and producers keep disappearing and the doctor acts like nothing is wrong. I don't know what he's talking about.
I don't either.
Yeah, I have no idea.
You should stop asking so many fucking questions.
Yeah. Are you going to end up like those ones that you're talking about?
Shut the fuck up.
Each episode
Merry Christmas.
Each episode keeps me on the edge of my seat. 5 stars. Wonderful.
Thank you for the review.
That's wonderful.
Stop asking questions.
Speaking of people who need to stop asking questions, we're joined today by everyone's favorite thirst trap himself, Josh Gill.
What's up, guys?
Thank you for joining us, Josh. Josh, of course, the third member of
This
the
tripod?
team, of this tripod. Stop making it like
The
that.
longest leg in this tripod.
I was getting ready to say, as long as I'm the important leg of that tripod, I think
The one that's going to
okay.
get the most use, that's for sure.
Yeah, mine has a gimp knee.
Yours takes a lot more work to get it stable. That's
Yeah, Josh, thank you for joining us right off the top for DocMas.
yeah, well, we figured...
Because we didn't trust ourselves to be able to set up a distance record.
that's
eight drinks in.
It's a fair point.
Nah, man, I appreciate y'all having me, and Stratus, I'm coming for you.
Oh,
Gauntlet thrown
oh
down.
yeah.
That's right. My once-a-year guest appearance.
That's true.
Coming for you, Stratus.
Wow.
Stratus couldn't come.
Technically, this is the second in one calendar year.
Oh my God, that's right.
This is true.
So,
That's already
yeah.
been a full year.
Yeah. So,
That court injunction isn't holding up very well.
Wow. Yeah, Stratus isn't in for this, DocMas.
Mm-hmm.
Gill's gaining ground.
That's right. Yeah, that's true. Though Kyle is also on this.
Oh yeah. We got some.
I don't have enough time left in my life to catch up with Kyle. Come on.
Certainly not in terms of volume of minutes.
Yeah, or just pure amount of knowledge of everything in the universe.
That, that's true.
No one has that kind of time.
Shall we get
Let's get into the news. Batman writer reveals who will take over Alfred's role.
Oh, I actually didn't see this.
Oh, this is exciting. So in the, Josh, have you
neither
been
did I.
reading the newest?
I am a couple weeks behind.
So you do know that Alfred is no longer in the picture?
I did know that. I saw that spoiler. I've not caught up to the point where he dies yet, but I know he does.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I figured it's a pretty widespread over the comic universe at this point. So it's not crazy, but someone's got to take over.
But his life was worth every penny. So sorry, who is taking over like the Alfred role then?
Well, who's your obvious, like, who'd be the next person within that universe to immediately step in?
I mean, Alfred had a niece or something that showed up a bunch in the New 52, and for a bit her code name was Penny 2, and she helped them out like during the Snyder run. It would make sense to bring her back.
It's not her.
What's her name? Julia?
Yeah, it's not her. It's a man.
Yeah, Julia.
Is it Thomas Wayne?
No, that would what?
I was gonna say, is it some weird thing where they're like, you helped kill my butler, but that's all right. You're my dad.
No, it's Lucius.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Oh,
Sure.
Okay.
That makes sense.
I don't think it's going to be very long lived.
Sorry, is Lucius just helping in the Batcave, or is he taking over butling duties? Is he making sandwiches and stuff
that's
like
not
that?
clear. I think he would probably make the best possible sandwiches.
Yeah.
I mean, they would be like the most innovative sandwiches you've ever eaten.
Yeah. Here you go, Mr. Wayne.
Wouldn't that be a demotion for him, though? He kind of runs Wayne Industries.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm curious to see how
I
that's going
assume
to
he's
play out.
not taking over the butler position. He's just taking over the assist Batman position.
He's the man in behind the computers.
Yeah.
Would be my guess. Yeah, I don't know if that much information is, but I mean, yeah,
I want to know who takes over the butler position.
That's a very good question. Yeah, you just like people are like coming into like the mansion. And there's just like shit everywhere, like falling over clothes and.
Yeah, but Bruce is just opening a bunch of different doors. He's like, "There's so many fucking rooms. Where's the broom?"
Just like putting pieces of bread around like the container for peanut butter. He's a genius, but he's never had to like serve himself.
Yeah, fair enough.
I think that would be very, very funny.
Yeah, all right.
That's the side. That's the story I
DC
want.
execs, we want to see Bruce struggle to make a sandwich.
That's right. All right. Do we want to move forward?
Let's get to it.
We got a
questions.
A lot of questions.
I forgot to start drinking too.
Oh yeah. I'm just getting it. God,
Cheers.
we're literally gonna kill ourselves. Oh yeah, Josh. Cheers to your.
I think Gil is
coffee.
having some sort of healthy drink or
is that?
coffee
Oh
or
my
something.
God, is that a health drink?
No, that was water. So yes.
Oh.
No, I don't know.
That's
Yeah,
a health drink.
That's the most health
Boo,
drink.
water.
Boo. Gatorade's better.
But I also have my coffee that may or may not be mixed with adult beverages.
Yay! One of us. We spend way too much time together.
Yeah, we do. All right, let's get to the questions.
All right. First, we're going over to Facebook.
Going to the face and the book. Going to the Facebook.
That's right. First question comes from the other Richard.
Your time remnant.
Yeah. Ooh. Yeah, you know.
That was a visual.
Yeah.
That's not going to translate when the
Yeah.
episode comes in.
No, it's okay. It's really just for me and Josh.
Oh, okay.
Richard Waltliff, who asks, obvious questions probably, but dream casting and which Green Lantern do you think will be made? Ignoring Ryan Reynolds, which in retrospect, not a great choice at the time, I was okay with.
Right. So we know that there's this new Green Lantern Corps show coming.
Yeah.
We're also presumably still making that movie eventually.
Yes.
So dream castings for Green Lanterns, and which Green Lantern do you think they'd pick as the lead, the anchor?
Ooh, Josh, what do you think?
I mean, the obvious choice that they're going to pick as the anchor would be Jon Stewart. He's the Green Lantern that most of our generation grew up watching. As far as casting him, I mean, I know Tyrese has been all up on that for a while now, trying to get cast as Green Lantern, but pass.
He really wants that. That's true.
There's a guy, Sterling K. Brown is one that I've seen recently and thought would make a great Jon Stewart, an older Jon Stewart, but a really good one.
Yeah,
I'm into the SKB for sure.
I like that.
If they wanted to skew younger, the guy that plays Painkiller in Black Lightning.
Oh yeah,
was the boyfriend in the first season, and he's come back. I don't know what his name is off the top of my head, but he could be a good Jon Stewart.
Yeah, that'd be interesting
He's
too.
very stoic,
like
very
that.
large.
Yeah,
No,
that'd be good.
no, that would not be good.
Jefferson. Richard, who do you think? Like, who do you think would be the Green Lantern they would put as a lead, and then who would you want cast as that?
I mean, I think that Josh is right. I feel like the obvious choice is Jon Stewart.
I mean, I would hope so.
Yeah, absolutely. I think he would be really good. It really depends on also now, like age-wise, what they're going for. I like the idea of that actor from Get Out.
Oh yeah.
That lead actor.
Yeah, I
can't remember his name, but I think he
also
would,
in Black Panther and lots of other stuff.
Absolutely, yeah. I think he would be really, really good. I like him a lot. I mean, I know he's in the Marvel universe already, but I feel like that's fine. It's not like
lots of people make.
Yeah, there's a precedent set. I mean, you can do that. I think that switchover will be really nice. I mean, obviously, everyone's dream casting though has got to be Idris Elba.
Yeah, although I mean, to Josh's point, I think in Idris, Jon Stewart would be a relatively old. I mean, you're approaching.
Oh yeah,
Danny Glover in Lethal Weapon territory,
without a doubt.
Like,
he's too old for this shit.
Yeah. Which could be fun if you did it like Lethal Weapon.
I've thought about Idris Elba, and if I was going to put him in the DC universe, I actually would want him to be Icon more than anybody else.
Interesting.
Somebody who's a bit more of a mentor.
Or Martian Manhunter.
I mean, we're also setting aside the fact that Idris has been cast in the DC universe, but we still don't know as what. He's going to be in the Suicide Squad.
I know, but it feels like
he's
that might
probably
be
a Bronze Tiger, but
I hope that that's a long-term thing, but
This is true.
I feel like that's a waste. I feel like every time he gets put in a superhero movie, they completely waste his talent.
right.
Like they get,
like him as Heimdall.
That's what I mean. Like, to be fair, he was cast as Heimdall way before his like career really popped, and I think But they also Marvel has a like long tradition of taking really great actors and putting them in like shitty roles.
Sure, yeah, yeah. Sorry, Glenn Close.
Yeah, but yeah, I think that I could see him as like a Martian Manhunter for sure.
See, I would hope that Jon Stewart would be the lead one. I think the temptation would be Hal because he's that sort of cocksure.
Yeah.
Like, he's a very typical protagonist.
Yeah.
Jon Stewart's a little bit more like
that's how you get your Chris
control
Pratts,
and sure of himself and that sort of thing. But I think what I would want to see, I don't really love Simon Baz, but if you brought Jessica Cruz in and partnered her with John, so there's a bit of like a mentor trainee thing. You treat them like cops, like this is her first day on the beat or something like that. And you have the two of them.
Yeah.
I think that's interesting because she's got a really interesting personal story that even in TV or film, I think is interesting to explore.
Yeah.
About her sort of mastering anxiety and fear. It's like the essential thing of Green Lantern.
Mm-hmm.
But John is...
Okay, so going off of that...
Yeah.
Going off that then having an older Jon Stewart would make a whole lot of sense. Somebody who's been around, you're not having to do his origin.
Mm-hmm.
And you took his DC animated universe backgrounds of being the Marine. You could then, like, he's had to overcome PSD, so he could help her with that aspect of it.
Yeah.
Making her more, I like that idea a lot. Sorry, I'm just running with that in my head now.
No, that's awesome. Yeah.
I mean, certainly in terms of a lead, I think we're guaranteed that it's going to be a human Lantern. I don't think we're going to get we're not going to get what's his name, Magmax, the one in the current Morrison one. That's like the volcano head. No.
I think if it becomes wildly popular, we could at least get a cartoon, like an animated series. Because I think it's so perfect. Have we ever gotten a good like Green Lantern animated TV series?
Yes.
Have we?
Yeah.
Yes.
The Green Lantern animated series is surprisingly good.
I mean, it's not surprising to me because there's so much like there.
And they went to like the Anti-Monitor.
Oh, wow.
Like they did all the Lantern Corps.
Yeah, there was none of it set on Earth. It was really dope.
Yeah, it was a good show.
Wow.
Only got a couple of seasons though, but yeah, nice.
Awesome.
I think we answered that one.
Yeah, let's go to the next question.
Let's do it.
We'll leave Facebook and head on over to Twitter.
Twitter.
Yeah.
That's already difficult for me to do.
Oh, good lord.
It's going to be Twitter at the end of it.
Ertwood. First question comes from EC.
Yeah.
Who asks, what's your favorite TV or animated adaptation of Booster Gold and why?
All right.
I don't know if I know any adaptations of Booster Gold. I'm going to be completely honest.
You weren't still watching Smallville when Booster showed up on Smallville?
God, no. I jumped off as soon as he went to the Daily Planet.
So that episode's actually not bad, even though that's in the later seasons that aren't as good. He kind of has like a Captain Amazing from Mystery Men sort of look in Smallville, where his sponsors are like on his super suit.
Yes, which is cute.
Which is a good sort of Booster thing. It's kind of cool,
but it's not animated.
Well,
favorite TV or animated. Yeah. No, I don't think, was he on any of the CW shows?
No, Booster has not shown up.
Wow, because that is such a prime character for like Legends or something. Well, but I guess you have the issue with
they had Rip.
Yeah,
but Rip is Booster's son.
Yeah.
Like you could bring Booster in if you wanted to, but I think it's one of those things where DC's like, but what if we want to make a movie? And they like tell them they can't use him. Like
so.
I think it's that thing. Josh.
There's two that popped up immediately. I think my favorite of them is from Batman Brave and the Bold, where Booster goes back in time and saves Ted Kord from the Chemical Syndicate, or no, I can't remember the name of the villain in that episode. But he goes back and he pulls Ted Kord out because he misses his best friend. And the whole episode is, them having this one last adventure and Batman coming in and having to convince Booster that, no, you need to say goodbye. Like this is supposed to happen. It was for such a light and fun show. That one was definitely one of the heavier episodes, but it was really, really well written.
Yeah, Brave and the Bold has, for a generally kind of show that's built on the camp of like the 60s or being kind of silly, it had some like really devastating moments. That's one of them. I think Bwana Beast ends up being like the hero that saves the universe, and he has to kill himself to do it.
Whoa.
It's like,
that episode still kind of makes me choke up.
yeah, it's like if you ever thought you would care about Bwana Beast, it's in that show.
Yeah, without a doubt.
I think my favorite version of Booster that we've seen adapted is from the Justice League Unlimited show.
Mm-hmm.
There's an episode where Booster is put on like crowd control during this big event. All the real heroes, quote unquote, are fighting. I think it's Mordru the Wizard or something like that. And he's put on crowd control. These people keep thinking he's Green Lantern. And he's like, no, like this kid walks up and is like, can I have your autograph? And he signs something and he hands it to the kid. And the kid goes, you're not Green Lantern. And like walks away. And it deals with that thing about him seeing him, like wanting to be seen as the hero, blah, 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 blah. He ends up basically saving the universe because he stops this black hole thing. And he learns the value of heroism, does it all by himself. But the heroes don't know that it happened. So he gets like none of the recognition for it, but he ends up like saving the day while they were fighting something else.
Yeah.
I really like that one. I think that one's a fun one.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on.
Okie doke.
Next question comes from our old friend Dave Rossi.
Dash will turn off the podcast for the next 12 days.
Yeah, please God.
Yeah.
No good can come from this.
Yeah, I mean, if not now, when?
Yeah. Dave asks...
Don't worry, Dash. I'll send you the recording.
Dave asks, sometimes Atlantis has been portrayed as having a giant dome and there's no water inside. Other times, Atlanteans are all water breathers. Can you talk a little bit about the fictional history of Atlantis as it relates to Aquaman? Are you okay?
This is so douchey. Dash will turn off the podcast. You said giant dome, and I immediately laughed.
Is that getting like a blowjob from an actual giant?
Or it's just like so good. It's like huge. It was huge.
There's some giant.
I got some
dome.
giant dome. We are one episode in.
You are a father.
Yeah. Yes. To the actual question. Sometimes Atlantis is like an actual domed city.
Yeah.
That is just air inside and happens to be underwater.
Mm-hmm.
And some Atlanteans can then go and leave it.
Yeah.
Sometimes Atlantis is just out in the open ocean, like we saw in the movie, and modern comics are kind of like that. I think you only get the dome one. I think you only get dome in the 50s and 60s, like in those older ones. Where
back when ladies used to give blowjobs.
I think it was when they didn't know how to portray Atlantis. I think the idea was
If they're underwater, they must not be able to like they just didn't have they didn't have the imagination.
That's I was trying not to say that, but essentially I think that's where I was going. Was maybe they couldn't conceive of, or they didn't think readers could conceive of a world where there's not somewhere underwater where you could breathe.
Yes.
Josh, thoughts?
Yeah, I was going down kind of the same path you were, and I don't recall seeing Atlantis being the air bubble since the Golden Age.
Yeah.
You know, really, once society got to a point where we started viewing underwater in a similar vein as space, where you move in all three directions, and there really is, you get deep enough, there is no up or down. It's just empty void. You know, that's when the portrayal of Atlantis became just everything is underwater, and people are swimming around, and you're going up and down and sideways, and the advent of space travel kind of changed how we viewed Atlantis.
Yeah.
In a weird way.
There's a couple of adaptations and versions that sort of meld the two. Like the Young Justice cartoon has an Atlantis that does have some sort of like domes and protections and stuff like that, but the dome is also filled with water.
Well, even
it's more like it's like
the movie.
It's more like putting a wall around your city.
Yeah,
yeah. I mean, the movie has like that ocean wall and stuff like that and things. I think now, if you were going to, even in the comics, they raised this magical crown of thorns thing at one point to sort of seal Atlantis off. I think the versions of a domed city that you would see now are not ones that would be filled with air. They're just like protective things, like building a wall or putting up a shield or something like that.
They need to build a wall around Atlantis.
Yeah. Zebel will pay for it. Yeah. I think that's generally true, because I think that dividing line is that sort of 50s, 60s era, because those old like filmation cartoons of Aquaman, the city is under a dome, and sometimes like the dome cracks and they go like, oh no, the water's going to get it, and be like, why is that a problem?
Yeah. Oh no, we're going to continue to live the way we normally do.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I think it's just a difference of sensibility from like the Silver Age to like the Bronze Age kind of.
Was there like a definitive issue, like series or something that where it switched?
I don't know about it switching in our time, but there was eventually a definitive series about the history of Atlantis. It's called the Atlantis Chronicles. It was written by Peter David, who wrote like the 90s Hook Hand Aquaman run. Okay. And it's like a 12-issue series or something that is about like the fall of Atlantis and all that kind of stuff. And it for a long time was like the post-crisis definitive history of things. Things get changed over time. Not all of that is sacrosanct anymore, but that's kind of the first one that was like, this is what happened to Atlantis.
Oh, and is that what carried into the movie? Like, is that similar?
Movie's more New 52 based. I think some of the broad strokes are still true, but the New 52 never touched on like Aryan, like the Lord of Atlantis, that like ancient mage or whatever. It never touched on like some of like the stuff that was set up in that Peter David, series. I think some ideas of it being like a multi-city continent and them being very technologically advanced before the fall and all that kind of stuff has stuck around. But I think the general story's probably all been retconned for the most part.
All right, let's move on.
All right.
We're leaving Twitter and heading on over to email.
Check the email.
We haven't done that in a while. We haven't had an email in a little bit.
You're welcome.
I mean, you didn't do it.
You're welcome.
Yeah, okay. Question comes from CJ Feet?
Probably Fight. It's Fite.
Yeah, I initially read it as CJ Freet. And
Does anybody else have It's a Fight by 3-6 Mafia in their head now? No?
Good Lord.
Josh, tell me honestly, is that a workout song for you?
No, I'm obviously not that cool.
Yeah, it's one of my workout songs. That's why I'm in such great shape.
I just work out to like the DC action movie soundtrack. Yeah, I'm not very quick, but
okay, I'm not gonna lie. The Titans theme actually is.
Hell yeah!
Okay, beyond, do you work out to that?
Yeah, it's on my playlist.
Hell yeah!
There you go. Yeah, I'm going to admit something very, very nerdy, but I'm half a Caesar in. A friend of mine and I, back when I lived in Ontario, were both obviously huge nerds, big Lord of the Rings nerds. We used to work out together, and we worked out to the Isengard theme.
What even is that?
They're like, ba-na-na, ba-ba-bum. Ba-na-na, ba-ba.
It's not really like high.
It's in 5/4. It's not even like easy to work out to.
You're like, lift.
Oh, dude, I still work out to the soundtrack from Wonder Woman and Justice League.
Oh yeah,
I'll admit that.
Those are bumping though. Those are high RPMs. High RPMs. Yeah. Let's see what CJ
Good. I'm glad
asks.
I'm not alone.
No. Well, I mean, you are, but. CJ,
actually, out of the three of us, I'm the one that's alone. So, y'all are both married.
Yeah, but you're attractive, so you could not be alone if you didn't want to. We have to really fight to not be alone.
Oh my god.
CJ asks, "Hello again. Create a 7-member Justice League only using characters from Disney princess movies. Also, who is their big bad? Thanks again for all the awesome content. Love the show."
I love this.
This is amazing.
All right. A 7-member Justice League using only characters from Disney princess movies. Doesn't say you have to only use the princesses. They just have to be from those movies.
Oh, that's interesting.
Josh, who do you pick?
My first instinct is to go with Merida from Brave.
Oh, of course.
Yeah,
sure.
Smart.
She's got Green Arrow powers.
Badass archer.
Yeah.
Bring it.
Awesome. Are we going to build this together?
No, let's build it together.
Okay. All right. Richard. So we got Merida already.
You got to get Rapunzel in there.
Right, because she's got like
hair
the prehensile hair kind of thing.
Yeah. I don't know who's that similar to. Maybe it's like
that's like Lady Godiva or Godiva in DC, or like Medusa in the Inhumans,
or
in
like
Marvel.
a Plastic Man kind of.
Yeah, you could reasonably give her those kind of powers.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so Rapunzel and Merida.
Okay, what do you got?
I'm gonna go with Lumiere
Oh.
because he's got fire powers.
Oh, well, yeah. Okay, that's fair.
Doesn't he sets LeFou's butt on fire in Beauty and the Beast? Yeah, Lumiere with fire powers.
I like that. That's good.
Yeah.
Josh?
I'm going to go with the Blue Witch from Sleeping Beauty. The Blue Fairy.
Oh, my wife's going to be so mad that okay, the three names are Flora, Fauna, and something else. And I don't remember which is which.
Flora is the blue one.
Flora is the blue one?
At least I'm pretty sure. Okay, my turn to admit something slightly embarrassing. I have seen way more of Once Upon a Time than any man should. And I'm pretty sure that she was the Blue Fairy.
Fair enough. All right. So that's the one that you want on the team?
Yeah, somebody with badass magical powers.
Is there a reason that you're picking a specific one and not just like a fairy from Sleeping Beauty?
Well, the blue one was the one that was in charge.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
That's fair.
And if you really want to go DC with it, she's also a villain in Legends of Tomorrow. So she can play both sides of the field.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
Smart.
I love that show so much.
That's good.
All right.
Okay.
Sweet. So
four.
we've got Merida, Rapunzel, Lumiere, and Flora.
I'm going to speak very uneducated here. I can't remember his name, but the dad from Little Mermaid.
Triton?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
That's
You took
Aquaman.
Little Mermaid? Damn it.
There you got your
I was going to
Aquaman.
say Ursula because she's a sea
She's
witch.
the villain.
But yeah, but she's a sea witch.
I would make her the big bad, I think. That she's always a really
Okay,
good
well
big
then
bad.
let's keep that one aside. So you want King Triton.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and pick I mean, maybe a little overpowered, but I'm going to go for it. The genie.
Oh, damn. Is that your Martian Manhunter, your Superman?
I think if we're trying to give him a place, he's the Martian Manhunter. He's like the heart and soul, but he's also like by far and away the most powerful person on the team.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I like that. That's awesome.
So we need one more, Josh.
Mulan.
Oh, yeah. Obviously.
Mhm.
That's your Batman.
Mhm.
There's your fighter.
Hell yeah. Oh, that's good.
Yeah. That's a good team.
Hell yeah, that is a good team.
Oh, yeah. Come at us, Disney.
Yeah.
We've got your 7 best.
That's right.
So you think Ursula for Big Bad?
I don't know, but she's always like she's the one that scared me the most, and she's got like access to magic and
Magic. Doesn't she like make storms and stuff? Does she turn into like a huge monster?
Yeah.
Doesn't Prince Eric have to ram this whole ship into it
Yeah.
to kill her? Yeah. Interesting. Yeah. Or maybe we would just get like a Legion of Doom style with like Jafar and Ursula.
wow,
Like-
yeah. I mean, that's
And then over in the corner, Gaston with his like gun. Be like, can I help?
that's really good. No
Sweet.
one dies like Gaston.
Falls and cries like Gaston.
That's amazing.
No one wipes all the tears from his eyes like Gaston.
that's good. I like that. All right. Well, that is the last. Oh no, we got a couple of voicemails.
Oh shit. Okay.
Let's. Josh might not be able to hear these, but let's see.
Let's
but
give it a go.
he may have already heard them.
Okay.
Hey, Dr. DC, and a special hello to producer Richard. It's Cosmic DM from Twitter. I decided to challenge myself this year for DocMas and make you guys 12 dial docs for you guys to play as you stall for time making yours. Love the show. Hope to hear all the episodes this year and in order. And just want to give you guys a heads up before I leave 12 voicemails that makes it look weird. Bye.
So that's right. Cosmic DM is going to be on every episode.
Okay.
He has produced.
Cosmic DM has guaranteed his place in the pantheon of Dr.
He has. There's nothing that
Yeah.
we. Yeah. All right. And let's see if
So
this-
is this.
Hey, this is Cosmic DM, and this is my first dial doc for you guys. The name is Carbon Copy, and they have like a soft putty-like body that they could press objects into and make a copy of that object. But the copy is like grainy, has like a vague outline, and generally not as good as the original. But now they have a copy of it. All right. Bye.
Yeah, carbon copy. That's a good dial dog.
Hell yeah.
They can make copies of things, but they're never as good as the original.
I like that. That's good.
That is good. Well, I mean, that's a good intro. We're in the dial doc section, which I totally remembered.
Yeah.
And fuck, we have to do 12 of these today. Son of a bitch.
Yeah, you do.
Okay, dial doc. It's based on Dial H for hero, where you get the magical H dial, and you type in hero, and you become a never before seen hero or villain with incredible powers and a silly name. And we try to come up with one every week. My God, I'm in a hell of my own making.
Yep. Yeah, you did this to us. We're both paying for it.
Do either of you have one?
I've got one.
Okay. You have one, Josh?
You got two?
You got two.
I have one I put some actual thought into, and one that came up yesterday after my fourth beer.
Okay, since you got two, we'll start.
Yeah.
Give us your first one, and then we'll round robin back to you.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, so the one I actually put some thought into is Sidekick.
Okay.
He can channel the power of anybody's sidekick, but the catch is if he channels those powers and does something good with them, he gets 0 credit. If he channels those powers and does something bad with them, he gets all the blame.
Right.
So if he,
I know kind of what that feels like.
Oh, fuck you.
yeah, if he stops the bank robbers, nobody will ever know it was him that stopped the bank robbers. If he's the one that was robbing the bank,
everyone would know.
Oh, everybody's gonna know that he robbed the bank and probably beat up the old lady on the way out.
Right. I like that.
Sidekick.
That's a very good one. I like that.
That's awesome.
All right, Richard.
Okay. My character's name is Stricter.
Okay.
Who has the ability to adhesive to any object or person.
Okay.
But the longer that he is stuck to them, the stronger it gets and the tighter of a hold that he has on them.
And like he can't release it as easily? Right.
And we'll begin squeezing on to the thing that they is attached to.
Sure, yeah. Okay.
Stricter.
Right. I like that. Okay, mine is called Futz.
Oh god.
Futz basically can never do anything right.
Okay.
But sort of has like Rube Goldberg sort of powers where if their heart is in the right place, when they fuck something up, it will fuck up enough other things that they still accomplish their goal.
Wow. Okay.
So they can, that's Futz.
Wow.
Yeah.
I like that. That's great. Well,
Josh,
what's your final one?
Oh, my second one. So my second one, inspired by some recent events, is MBA. And he has the power to overstress and bring out the anxieties of anybody in his immediate vicinity. And seduce college-age girls.
Oh.
That's it.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean,
that last one came out of nowhere.
What a deadly combination of powers.
Yeah.
Though. Make people like focus on their insecurities.
Yeah. Oh, good God.
Oh, yeah.
You've been under his power for so long.
You just accused me of getting negged by Josh Gill?
Yeah.
It sounded a whole lot funnier yesterday when I was in the middle of drinking. But anyway,
I like it.
That's amazing.
That was amazing.
Well, we would love to hear what you residents come up with. All you have to do is send us an email to hashtag DialDoc and give us your idea.
Send an email to hashtag DialDoc.
Look.
We're one in.
I know. I'm in so much trouble.
You can use the hashtag DialDoc.
Yes, to send us an email. Or...
Not to send an email. Well, stop putting them together. It's not email.
So you email hashtag DialDoc. at email.hashtag.com.
Yeah.
Use the hashtag DialDoc. This is what happens when I don't look at the paper. Use the hashtag DialDoc to send us your idea for a hero or a villain, maybe somewhere in between. Or just send us a question. But those won't be coming until next year. So, but reach out to us through our various social media platforms, such as our Facebook,
Dr. DC Podcast,
our Twitter,
at Dr. DC,
our Instagram,
Dr. DC Podcast,
our email,
Dr. DC Podcast at gmail.com.
That's actually hashtag at hashtag.
Yeah, it's hashtag at hashtag.com.
Yeah. Of course, jump on our subreddit.
r/Dr_DC.
And of course, as you've already heard, we've gotten a voicemail from Cosmic DM today. The doc phone is now open. All you have to do is call us at
208-917-3238.
208-917-DCEU. Thanks to Josh Gill. Josh, give us your...
give us your address.
Yeah.
Where can people find you?
Yeah.
I am on all the social medias at the real Josh Gill.
Please stand up.
I'm not active on Twitter at all, but Instagram, you can find me there posting thirst traps just for Richard, usually tagging him in those, or posting random pictures of my dog. So there you go.
Awesome.
Yeah, absolutely. And of course, much like his body does for me, gives me 5 stars. So give us 5 stars on iTunes. And of course, if you want more DocMas content, every day we're going to be releasing videos from these sessions onto Patreon. So go on to Patreon and and pay $5, and you get a bunch of content every month. Typically, every month we release 4 extra episodes.
That's right. They come out on Fridays. The double dose.
You're getting even more this month. So,
well, hot damn, we should be charging more.
it's our Boxing Day deal. Or Black Friday for Americans, I guess.
Yeah, people get to just see us kill ourselves.
Yes.
Hashtag sweet release.
Oh no, that's
Email the hashtag sweet release.
No, that's when you get to 20.
Oh,
that's when we release that video.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, okay.
Absolutely. Thanks so much, Josh, for coming on. We always appreciate all the work that you do, and you've been this year.
Josh runs our doc phone.
Yep.
Josh does all of our amazing show notes that you can find on our website. And Josh is just genuinely dope and like sends a bunch of cool questions in. He's a cool guy. So hit him up on Instagram.
Hit him up.
Hit him up.
Josh, we love you very much. Thank you.
Thank you, guys. I appreciate it.
All right. That is it for day 1, episode 1, drink 1.
Yeah, I did make it through.
Me too.
Yeah, okay.
I've already consuming some water.
Yeah, me too.
The problem is it's going to make me have to go to the
Hold me.
bathroom. Yeah. All right. That's it for today. We'll talk to you tomorrow. Ciao, ciao.
Adios.
All the superheroes, they always fight for what is right. Live with danger and adventure, they are men of might.
This was a Brain Freeze podcast.
Merry Christmas, Merry DocMas, whatever y'all celebrate up in Canada. I don't know.